looks
Here's
at
the fallout for the Kansas abortion vote.
Potential
a
for
mistake that Republicans will never, and I'm calling it, never ever allow to happen again.
major ripple effects in the midterms and beyond.
We're going to get through this difficult period.
The loss has left conservatives flat-footed.
I was absolutely surprised, and I have no explanation. And again, it was just a gut punch.
More than 900,000 Kansans cast ballots Tuesday, a stunning turnout for an
Yes, no disrespect to the Taliban by comparing them to Hustlers University. As this chatter correctly pointed out, they literally had the capital. They had the assets already. Whereas Andrew Tate in Hustlers University tells you to start doing drop shipping without having the actual fucking capital or having the actual product itself. The Taliban had the product. They just need to figure out how to, move the product. So they are still a more legitimate business than whatever the fuck Hustlers University teaches you.
early August primary.
Hi, how are you?
The defeat of the proposed constitutional amendment, which was aimed at undoing the effects of a state Supreme Court decision girding abortion rights, shows not only how the issue has galvanized Democrats, but how it could also threaten Republicans. Take a look at Leavenworth County. In 2020, 59% of voters there chose former President Trump. The same percentage voted no on Tuesday. And in Sedgwick County, the state's second most populous, 54% voted for Donald Trump, 58% voted against the amendment.
To those of us who watch politics, that abortion is not as polarizing as really we think.
Patrick Miller is a political science professor at the
What
University
do you mean,
of Kansas.
Who thinks abortion is polarizing? The only people that think abortion is polarizing are people who are lying to you to try to get you to think that abortion is a polarizing subject. It's not. What do I always say? I always tell you, abortion is not up for debate. It's not a polarizing issue at all. It's just like mainstream media, for some fucking weird reason, legitimately spends an insane amount of time covering what literal lobbyists have to say about abortion. You know how the Republicans always talk about, the abortion lobby or this lobby, that lobby, whatever the fuck, right? They're always talking about big abortion or big trans. They talk about how, Jordan Peterson famously talked about how doctors are making billions of dollars doing trans surgery, right? You know what's an actual fucking industry? Becoming an abortion advocate, becoming an anti-abortion advocate. Unironically, you go to college, you become a part of this fucking network of lawyers, and then you spend your entire life harassing fucking people and using any kind of legal hurdle you can to throw it in the ways of abortion providers that are almost in every single instance working as nonprofit institutions.
On this one issue, where they were allowed the opportunity to vote on abortion, they did so and they expressed their preference.
The latest CBS News poll shows women under 50 see abortion as their top issue heading into the midterms. And most Democrats say their party isn't doing enough to protect abortion access. This fall, voters in
Amnor, thank you for the fight. Get the subs.
Vermont and California will be asked whether they support codifying abortion rights in their state's constitutions. Kentucky voters will weigh an amendment similar to the one just defeated in Kansas. And in Montana, Republicans have proposed an amendment.
Have you seen Bill Burr compare a fetus to cake batter and how cake batter is essentially a cake, so aborting a fetus is killing a human? Yeah, I mean, I don't look to fucking Bill Burr to understand complicated subjects like abortion, but ultimately it doesn't matter because in that analogy, if we were going to use that analogy, you wanted to make a cake. And then someone came in and stopped you from making a cake. So yes, technically in that circumstance, that person wanted to make a cake. That's the difference between abortion versus manslaughter when someone is pregnant and with child and wants to carry that pregnancy to term and then gets into a fucking fatality or a car accident. That's the difference. The difference is the consent of the person who's carrying. Also, Bill Burr personally is pro-choice, so it doesn't even matter. He literally starts the bit by saying that he's pro-choice. I don't give a fuck. There's so many components to that argument that is easily destroyable too. It's women are not fucking ovens, you know what I mean? The oven is not attached to your body. Again, you want to make the cake, so that's different. Even if you fucking take the cake out of the oven, that's still not cake. It's batter at that point. Babies are not cake. Anyway, and ultimately it doesn't matter. Bill Burr's a comedian. So obviously, like, he's making a joke. Have you watched Andrew Schultz's counter to that?
I'm like, bro, just explain it to me, man, why you hate abortion so much. And he goes, because it's killing a baby. And I was like, dude, it's not even a baby yet, you know? He goes, yeah, but if you leave it there, it's gonna grow into a baby. So it's a baby. And I was like, you know what? Pedophiles gotta use that logic. That's good. Yeah, she's a teen now, Your Honor.
Haha, that's really
But
interesting.
if you leave her there, she's gonna grow into an adult. So she.
Oh no, this is another classic, this guy made a joke, but now some libertarians are gonna use it as an argument. Classic. You know how, like, sometimes I make up, like, random fucking shit on this broadcast, and then a week later you hear, like, an unironic conservative use that as a talking point? That's it. Once you throw that out there into space, it's done. You know what I mean?
He's an adult. Am I a pedophile or pro-life? You decide. Abortion.
Oh man. Oh brother. If your oven is about to break and burn the house down, there better not be a law saying you have to keep making that cake. Well, that too. That's another good one. Babe, wake up. New argument dropped. Hasan literally feeds the reactionary machine. Okay, dude. Okay. That joke will be a tweet pic and the hottest post on Reddit all in about a day's time. What about babies aren't cake? Explain this. What the fuck? Where did you even find... What Google search did you conduct to find this? Maybe the FBI, once they're done with Alex Jones's fucking text messages, should look at your phone and computer. It's a king cake? My favorite type of chatter comes in here completely randomly and decides we're going to make this a fucking conversation about what I want to talk about. Why are your Islam takes so garbage? Am I talking about Islam, dumbass? If anything, in this circumstance, if I were to talk about Islam, I would talk about the fact that so many Americans are like, oh, this is just like the Taliban. Oh, America's turning into an Islamist fundamentalist institution. It's like, bro, you know that in Islam, you can have an abortion. You can get an abortion. So, like, technically, on that front, there's more bodily autonomy in that circumstance. So shut the fuck up. That's Rosca bread, you uncultured himbo. Okay, it derives from a Mexican thing where they hide a toy baby in a cake shaped like a ring, and they find the baby is supposed to bring good luck. That's crazy. Okay. Technically, you can get an abortion under Christianity as well. It's just that they decided that that's something that they're going to fucking associate themselves with. Anyway, I'm uncultured. You know this. What is this? Glad you're friends with Gideon. You made a cameo in his latest video. Twitch banned me, so I snuck into TwitchCon. Yeah, I can't watch this on stream. I think, like, this will get me fucking banned. But I do make a cameo. Okay. In the latest Gideon. I have a photo with him, too.